Ladies and gentlemen, this is what I despise. Snow. Looks like 1,000 people are dreaming of a white Christmas. I hope you're happy shoveling, snow blowing, sledding, snowboarding. When I was young, dreamed of a white Christmas, had snowball fights. We built igloos, we tunneled through large snowball hills, yeah. But now, much older, do not like it. Used to like snow when I was young. All right, ladies and gentlemen, hey, that's a thing about snow. And if I don't have a white Christmas, sorry folks, but I'm not ready for it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is called Christmas Spirit. Okie dokie. I have an artificial Christmas tree. I keep it up all year. The best I decorated. It stays all up all year. When I am feeling down, I plug it in and have that Christmas spirit again. Why does it take a holiday for people to be friendly? I never shop on Black Friday. The stores are too crowded. Long wait lines at registers. Parking lot too crowded. Too many fender benders. Watch out for cars backing up. Instead of parking away from the stores, but people park on top of their stores. They usually walk around a lot. If able to walk, but just leave the closer parking lots for the people who are unable to walk. Have some common sense. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Christmas at home. Christmas at our house in the morning. Fine only. Went to bed after putting gifts under the trees. My brother would ask nearly every 10 minutes, is it time to get up? Being 6 years older, I'm trying to get back to sleep. When finally wake up, our father would stay at the bottom of the stairs and takes our picture when we see under the tree. But we would gather under the tree, open gifts. After that, grandparents came over. For dinner, and we would talk. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we did things at a family. Only thing is, the parents probably got to bed probably about 2 o'clock in the morning. And next thing you know, it was like every 10 minutes my brother asked if it's time to get up. And he would go under the tree and he would tear open his gifts, maybe about 10 minutes. And he'd say, any more gifts? Oh, jeez. Oh, I'll tell you, grandparents came over one year for Christmas. And on Pine Street was the fire station. Now, if a box or something like that went off 3 times or 4 times or whatever for the location, the bullhorn would go up, burp, burp, loud, maybe 2 or 3 times. And then all of a sudden the siren would come on. Well, we're sitting at the table. Now my grandfather never heard the bullhorn go off. All of a sudden there was a fire, and burp, all of a sudden that bullhorn went off so strong that my grandfather got food all over his clothing. And we thought that was hilarious. But every year, they would come over maybe on Christmas, on Thanksgiving, the other grandparents would come over and have Christmas dinner. And we talked. We enjoyed our meal. I hope your family gets together. Please, it's only one day of the year. All right, now that was Christmas at home. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's see. Okay, now this is Black Friday. We already did that. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'll just save some time on that. Okay. Okay, here we go, folks. Oh, this is called banks. Ooh, like banks. Let's say they gave up 5% for 6 months. For certain dollars, well, it came out to maybe 2.5% for the year. Well, we have what computers no longer used to make room for more new intelligent computers. Oh boy. And computers are supposed to help make your life go better. If the old ones, no refund. But the best thing is wait till after Christmas. Go back to the stores with the wrong size or color. So much for Black Friday. Yeah, folks, you know, the bank says, well, we offer, let's say, 4.5% for 6 months. Hey, you know what you get for the whole year? You think you're going to get 4% for the whole year? No. After 6 months, it then goes down, probably 2.5%. However, you try to get a loan from the bank. Oh, we got a special. All right, instead of 28%, we give you the loan for 20% to give you a break. Oh God, here we go. Yeah, banks are like Black Friday. Hey, all right, ladies and gentlemen, this is called Christmas. God went to Mary, and he told her she is going to have his baby. Sitting side saddle on a donkey, Joseph holds the rope, they arrive into Bethlehem and was told, no room at the inn. However, they said they could use the barn in the back, make a bed of hay for the baby Jesus, lays down his sweet head. The stars in the sky look down where he lay. The animals stare down, but then were the three wise men who rode a camel with gifts. They followed the star in the sky and celebrate the birth of their Savior. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, you got to realize that these here are my Christmas originals. So you're not going to find anything. So you're not going to find anything copywritten. So sorry for I apologize for my Christmas, my Christmas songs. I'm only an unknown street corner singer. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, this is called Merry Christmas. Okay, I don't care what people say. I'll keep saying Merry Christmas. Anyway, I am blessed to have the greatest followers anyone could ask for. You all inspire me to keep going and not quit. I don't care what the people say. I'll keep saying Merry Christmas anyway. All right, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, this is called Winter Wonderland. We go to Winter Wonderland at Slater Park every year. Santa would be at the boathouse. I went to see Santa. I stood in line with the little kids. Did not care. Christmas cheer. And so you'd see my tree is also up all year. My wife and I would go riding and see the holiday lights. Went to Lustlet Shrine, quite a line-up display. But because of all the idiots, oh boy, yeah. On the street we stay at home. It's getting kind of sad. Cannot go out on the streets at night on Christmas. Ladies and gentlemen, it's... ladies and gentlemen, it's sad. It really is. This generation, ladies and gentlemen, is getting stranger all the time. That's my opinion. Well, since nobody cares about my opinion, I'll just say it anyway. Hey! Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is called Getting Ready. Bells will be ringing, people will be caroling, Santa's getting ready. In the North Pole, getting ready for a historic ride in his sleigh. The reindeer, whoa, are eating together their strength to pull that large, heavy sleigh in the air. Roofs are being checked to see if it can withstand the heavy load. If there are solar panels, well, each one weighs 20 pounds. Will Santa have to carry the presents through the front door? Find out. Push the link button. On your computer. Push that link button, folks. You want to have Santa's sleigh coming through the roof of your house. Oh, imagine the expense. And you know something, ladies and gentlemen, I don't think homeowners insurance might not even carry that insurance on your house. Maybe if you want to have that insurance installed, may cost a lot more money, folks. Okie dokie. Ladies and gentlemen, hey. Oh, what a wonderful world of music, huh? Ladies and gentlemen, this is called Poor Rudolph. Oh, this is Poor Rudolph. One fateful night, sang Santa lost his best friend, Rudolph, to COVID. All the reindeer cried, but then the president came up with his only his best idea yet. Why don't you get red solar lights, attach them to the on the sleigh and the reindeer. And wear maybe some yellow or light yellow glasses. So he purchased solar red lights from a loan. Well, yeah, so he could see better in the fog. You know, because he didn't have, Santa's red nose to guide his sleigh through the night. So they had to purchase some red solar lights. Yeah, whatever you want to call them. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is called Christmas Time. On Christmas time, put down that stupid cell phone. It is time to talk. If you know how to talk, that is. This is the only time when friends and family get together. So, if you can talk, instead of learning about actors and actresses' life. So on this only one day, time, please put down that stupid cell phone. Ladies and gentlemen, which I cannot believe this. Time is like running out already. Let me see if I can get that song that I skipped over. If you have solar panels on the roof, I guess Santa will not be there. How is he supposed to come down the chimney with solar panels on the roof? Instead of a click, 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 it'll be crack, crack, crack. There go the solar panels. Solar panels weigh 20 pounds each, and with Santa's heavy sleigh, much more. So how can your roof handle all that weight with solar panels on the roof? All right, ladies and gentlemen, wow. I didn't know I had this many songs with, involved with Christmas. And, ladies and gentlemen, let me see if I can get, let's see, no Santa, maybe getting ready, poor Rudolph. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was the end of my Christmas music. I hope you folks enjoyed it. As I said, they were my songs. So I apologize for you folks who did not like them, and I'm thankful for you folks that did. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you're walking at night, on Christmas Eve or whatever, at night, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I hope you people do. Okay? A lot of people at night, they wear all dark colors. So now people can't see you at night. But this here is walking plastic bags. Walking at midnight. Oh, carry 2 white plastic bags. Reflect the car lights, headlights, yes. Cat's eyes, see stars. Oh, my cataracts are disappearing. My body's getting hard. I can run. My heat in my heart, yeah, it's supposed to be hot, is beating faster. Blood's running through the body. My cold body is getting warm. Blood rushing through the lungs, dissolving blood clots. Who am I kidding? I'm old, but carrying 2 white plastic bags at night, ladies and gentlemen. Don't get hit by a car. When you're walking at night, oh yeah, my cataracts are disappearing. But, ladies and gentlemen, please, carry white bags at night so people can see you. I'm not telling you what to do, ladies and gentlemen. I'm only trying to give you some helpful help. So when you're walking at night, please carry something white. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, hey, I hope you enjoyed my Christmas special today. And I got a lot of songs to make up on. I don't know if I'm doing next week or not, folks, but here we go. Good night, sleep tight, and pleasant dreams to you. Here's a wish and a prayer that every dream comes true. Although it's always sweet sorrow to part, you know you'll always remain in my heart. Good night, sleep tight, and pleasant dreams to you. Here's a wish and a prayer that every dream comes true. And now till we meet again, adios, au revoir, auf Wiedersehen. As Lawrence Welk always said, keep a song in your heart. And that's what I'm trying to do, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, those were my own original Christmas songs. So take care, folks. Bye-bye.